Chef Mark with Escafe Online International Culinary Academy. Today we're discussing interviewing tips. You know, through the years I've interviewed many a line cook, a prep cook, a pantry cook, an assistant cook, a sous chef, even a chef de cuisine. I think the most overriding factor is the fact of how they were dressed. My expectations depends on the generation, of course. Know who the interviewer is, and you as the interviewee can dress appropriately. Many times in an artistic setting, people wear casual clothes. A more formal setting, maybe suit and tie is appropriate. So find out what, through the HR person or a secretary, how should you dress for the interview. You don't want to be overdressed, then you don't want to be underdressed. So it's important to realize that. But in all cases, shaven, hairdo, makeup, whatever the case may be, is appropriate for the setting. You look very sharp, shoes are shine, no sneakers, no jeans, no torn clothing. Take the piercings out. All these things are important. After all, in the food business, we're in a kitchen where people eat what you prepare. It goes into their mouth, into their body. So we're really concerned about sanitation, how one looks. If they look clean and show up clean, we think they'll be a clean worker, right? They have their first 10 seconds to form an opinion of how your appearance is. So you want to look as best as you can, get plenty of sleep. Don't be chewing gum. Don't have smoked a cigar or cigarette before you have bad breath. All these things are very important. So the interview tips also is important to be very positive and to look someone into the eye and say, "Hi, I'm Chef Mark. I'd like to apply for a position here for your sous chef. I saw that job was available. Can you tell me more about it?" So it's always nice to take a little initiative as to find out about the interview. Not wait for the interview to happen to you, but you do ask about the position. And that way, the ice is broken and the employer says, "Oh, he's anxious. He wants to find out about the job. He seemed to ask me lots of questions." So have good questions to ask. Know what the company does. Are there in-flight catering? Is it a cruise ship? Is it an industrial park? Is it business industry? Is it a food court? Know about them. Know the company, a little bit about the company. With the internet today, anyone can find out about a company in 10 minutes, so do your homework about that. Make sure you shake someone's hand well. If you don't know how to shake someone's hand, that's important to know what that step is and how to shake someone's hand. If you don't shake hands very often, it's mostly electronic handshake. Have someone show you how to shake your hand properly. Instead of the half hand, the half fish, a full handshake is very important. So be sure to understand that. So it's your dress, your appearance, how you look, rested or not, makeup, clothing, shoes polished, good attitude, speak clearly, look calm, don't fidget. Certainly don't have your cell phone on, turn it off. So those are some of the tips, the general tips in interviewing. Some things we like to see as chefs or HR directors in hotels is a resume that's one page. It can be chronological, but if you're new to the industry and don't have any experience, try to use a formatted resume that lists soft skills, team building skills, technical skills. Since you don't have a lot of jobs in that field, trying to break into a new field sometimes means you don't have enough experience. So put in the skills of you as a person. You've had other careers and jobs. Add that to a formatted resume. That'll be great. Make sure it's common type font. Avoid strange font, strange pictures. Avoid unusual colors of paper. And I think you'll find the interview will go very well if you keep all those things in mind. Now, during the interview process, so you're going to the interview with the employer, or the interviewer, or the HR director. You may want to have your portfolio handy. Keep that ready. And say, "I'd like to show my portfolio." And they'll say, "Well, we'll be happy to see it after." I've noticed when I brought a portfolio, I keep it to the end, so sort of like my ace in the hole. I heard about the job. I didn't usually ask how much they're paying the first meeting. They may offer that, that's great. They may not, because they're interviewing 12 candidates. But I always brought my portfolio with me, so I had it ready, and they can see that I had that, and that everything was ready for the interview, and I was able to show and finish up on a positive note. So bring your portfolio with you. That's very important when you interview for a job.